The following program is a paid commercial announcement sponsored by America's Next Investment. What if hospitality met the future of play? Introducing the Atari Hotels official investment project. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Inspired by the global gaming icon Atari, Atari Hotels is developing an immersive hospitality destination designed to blend gaming culture, entertainment, and experiential travel. The planned flagship development in Phoenix, Arizona represents the first step in bringing this bold vision to life. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Atari Hotels aims to deliver interactive environments, entertainment venues, and a hospitality experience built around community and innovation. You can own the future of play. Imagine walking into the Atari Hotel lobby and being able to say, "Yeah, I'm an owner here." This is your chance to own a piece of the world's first Atari Hotel. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels.
Hi everyone, welcome to America's Next Investment. I'm your host, Crystal Gambarini, and today we're in Phoenix, Arizona, right here on location, on site of the future Atari Project Hotel. Take a look.
Atari Hotels is building what's next for hospitality, a first-of-its-kind playable destination built for gamers. And this is your shot to own a piece of it. So let's rewind for a second. All the way back to 1972, that's when Atari, the OG of the video game industry, lit a fuse on what's now a $450 billion market. For all of that growth, gaming culture still lives between screens and weekend conventions. The world's 2.5 billion gamers still don't have a place to call home, a permanent address where they can gather year-round to compete, create, and celebrate. That's the gap we're closing.
We're breaking ground on our flagship location in 2026, right in the heart of Phoenix's booming arts and entertainment district. We've developed over $350 million of commercial properties in this exact neighborhood, and this is one of our most ambitious yet. Here, gamers from all over the world can step into a living, breathing video game.
1 minute, you're relaxing in a sleek gaming suite that brings your favorite titles to life. Next, you're celebrating the launch of a hotly anticipated AAA title alongside a DJ act in the event center. And you wrap it all up with a nightcap from our Blade Runner-inspired cyberpunk lounge. It's all possible right here. We've invested over $14 million in this property, and we own the land and the exclusive rights to the Atari name.
Now it's your turn to join us. Gamers are waiting. Insert your coin and be part of the next level of hospitality. Invest in Atari Hotels today.
Hi everyone, I'm Crystal Gambarini with America's Next Investment. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, covering the flagship hotel, Atari Hotel Project. I'm so excited for you guys to learn about this. And here with me is the founder himself, Jordan Taylor. Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you.
So what inspired you to jump into this project with Atari Hotels?
Atari is, one of the most recognizable brands in history. You go back to 1972, is really the catalyst in creating what is now a $500 billion industry. There's over 3 billion gamers on a global scale. And so we believe Atari is the perfect brand to sort of combine gaming, entertainment, hospitality all in one place. Elon Musk was talking about the technological revolution that's gone on over the last 50 plus years. And he specifically mentioned that it all started in 1972 with Pong. And so we're part of that wave. Really bringing technology into the future in the real estate environment.
Amazing. I love how you're combining a little bit of everything. Is this the next stage in hotel hospitality?
Absolutely. I mean, we believe that hospitality is no longer a head in the bed with maybe a small meal. It's about an experience while you're there, right? And so whether you stay at this hotel or you just come to really be immersed in the overall experiences throughout the property, there's something for everybody. The property will really sort of lean into the nostalgia and the history of the Atari brand. And so there will be those sort of nods to the past, if you will. But we're also about embracing sort of the evolution of where the world is going, the technological evolution I mentioned, but also just where AI is going, all the things that are just happening around us. And so how do we find the balance between sort of past, present, and future? That's really what we're shooting for.
So you're saying I could play maybe one of the original Atari games at the hotel?
Yes.
Maybe enter into like a video game championship?
just imagine if you did that, but then you walked through a door and all of a sudden you were, projected into the future. Not only staying there, playing there, there's portals into different, virtual realities, augmented realities, and just experiences that really embrace. You think about Atari being used in like Blade Runner, for example. It's futuristic. It's where the world was in 2049 in that example.
Wow, that's going to be super cool. So how would you describe the core vision behind the Atari Hotel project?
It's really a first-of-a-kind destination property that's really meant to bring people from all generations together. Whether you played the original Pong machine back in the early 70s, or you're a modern gamer that plays, on consoles or on PC, etc. So for us, it's really about blending different experiences and creating something for everybody to enjoy.
Amazing. So what gaps in today's hospitality market does Atari Hotels aim to address?
I think people are craving these, human interactions more than ever before. And as opposed to interacting on a screen with someone, we wanted to create a place that embraces that as a reality in the world that we live in, but create opportunities for people to actually come together in a physical sense, right? So that they can, game together, create experiences that will last a lifetime, and really just have those IRL experiences, if you will.
Amazing. That's in real life.
Yes.
What gives you confidence in the scalability of this concept beyond the first development?
I mean, the Atari brand's been around since 1972. Obviously, the world has changed a ton, but gaming culture is only growing, right? We've seen it now approach that $500 billion mark that we spoke about. And, people want experiences. They want to remember things. They want to remember relationships and how they felt in the moment. So certainly nostalgia has that sort of emotion-driven impact. We believe that the brand is the right brand to do it with. Gaming is only going to get bigger. Immersion is only going to get bigger. And we believe this brand and this project has the ability to impact people all over the world.
So Jordan, how are you approaching partnerships to strengthen the Atari Hotel project?
We're being very selective in who we do decide to collaborate with, because it does have to fit within the vision that we have for this property and for the future that we're working to create. There are several relationships we've already solidified that we'll be announcing over the coming weeks across really all verticals, the content creator influencer types, athletes, music, etc. So we're really looking to embrace entertainment, not just specific to gaming, but across all entertainment verticals.
And what's neat with that is I'm imagining you can do pop-ups where you can play with your favorite person, be it a celebrity or a gamer, for example.
Yeah, one of the things that's really critical to the overall experience of the property is on the top floor we have an actual penthouse suite that will service our residency program. So influencers and creators and celebrities will be able to stay on their own floor on top of the property and engage with their fans, do meet and greets, do events at the venue, etc. So we want this to be a place where people don't just come once and maybe spend a few hours, but continue to have reasons to come back, both for those physical interactions, but also the digital experiences that will accompany that. There's a lot of Atari's DNA sort of all over entertainment.
Yeah, that's true. And intellectual property is very hot, especially if you've had it, proven that it's worked for decades, which Atari has so many games and so many brands that people just love. And I'm sure they'll love to introduce it to their kids or their grandkids. And that's really genius. Like, what's old is new again.
Yeah, our vision for this property is to lean into the nostalgia, lean into how that made us feel as kids when we were interacting with these game systems when they were in their infancy, but also reimagining a lot of these IPs in new and innovative way and in immersive ways, right? So through the food and beverage arena, through different sort of virtual and augmented reality experiences, through the design and how you interact with the real estate itself. And so it's such a fun exercise for us to be able to what does Atari look like truly in 2049 in Blade Runner, as opposed to just the logo, right?
What if hospitality met the future of play? Introducing the Atari Hotels official investment project. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Inspired by the global gaming icon Atari, Atari Hotels is developing an immersive hospitality destination designed to blend gaming culture, entertainment, and experiential travel. The planned flagship development in Phoenix, Arizona represents the first step in bringing this bold vision to life. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Atari Hotels aims to deliver interactive environments, entertainment venues, and a hospitality experience built around community and innovation. You can own the future of play. Imagine walking into the Atari Hotel lobby and being able to say, "Yeah, I'm an owner here." This is your chance to own a piece of the world's first Atari Hotel. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels.
So Atari is world famous, if not one of the most recognized names in the world. Super cool, a lot of nostalgia associated with it. What made you decide to open this up to the community and allow anyone to invest in this project?
Yeah, we believe very much in, this is a we project, not just the we in this room and on our team, but the we from a fan's perspective and from a gamer perspective, and people who love and care about this brand and or are embracing it in a new way. And so after acquiring the development site and investing about $15 million of our own internal capital, we thought, hey, what better way to get people engaged with this project than to offer true ownership, physical ownership in the actual hard assets themselves, the license itself, and ultimately the ability to be part of this project from the foundation, to the opening to, the next phases down the road. And we're very excited that that's, a possible now in today's world from a regulatory perspective. And I mean, just imagine if Hard Rock, for example, or Disney had allowed fans to be investors in their early properties. That's what we're doing here. We're bringing the fans in as our partners truly to create something. And so as the Atari Hotel becomes the next location and becomes, sort of a global inspiration, investors are coming in truly on the first project. And so we love the ability to work closely with the community on that.
So this project sounds great. I can't wait to come to the opening, play some games, meet some new friends. It sounds like so many fantastic opportunities here. Now tell us, I'm sure people are going to want to know more about this Vegas-type residency you have planned here at Phoenix. What's that look like?
Well, in today's world, the influencers and the performers and the celebrities are gamers. They're content creators. They're the Mr. Beasts of the world. And so we have a whole residency program where these types of people will stay in the penthouse suite, will create content from the property, and will interact with their fans and do private events and different events throughout the property, public and private events. And that's all part of the investment. It is being part of that whole program as well.
It's a very immersive experience, and I know this Atari Hotel project is all about immersiveness.
Absolutely, and our venue, which a lot of these events will happen at with these influencers, is about a 2,200 person venue.
So your office in Phoenix, there's Atari everywhere, Atari video games, you have all these Atari projects. What is your official relationship? Is this the Atari official Atari Hotel?
Yes, so we brought this vision to Atari and pitched them the idea on utilizing their amazing brand, iconic brand, in bringing it into this kind of real world environment of built real estate. And so we have an amazing relationship with Atari. They're very bought into our vision and what we're working to accomplish here. We are a licensee, an exclusive licensee of the Atari brand. And so this project will be ultimately the only Atari hotel out there until we decide to do another one.
Jordan, thank you for sharing with us your vision about this Atari Hotel project. How big do you think that this can be?
So we're tapping into a $500 billion industry with a nostalgic brand that's been around for over 50 years. The sky's the limit.
So all this sounds amazing. How do people get involved? How do people who want to invest, what do they do?
Well, it's actually pretty simple. Call the number on the screen. Get in touch with us. We'd love to talk with you. So if you're ever in Phoenix or anyone's here in the neighborhood, come see us. We literally have an office right next to the site in which we're developing the project. Reach out to us anytime.
Amazing. You heard it from Jordan, the man himself behind the amazing Atari Hotel project. Call the number right there on the screen.
Introducing the Atari Hotels official investment project. Inspired by the global gaming icon Atari, Atari Hotels is developing an immersive hospitality destination designed to blend gaming culture, entertainment, and experiential travel. The planned flagship development in Phoenix, Arizona represents the first step in bringing this bold vision to life. This is your chance to own a piece of the world's first Atari Hotel. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels.
Atari Hotels is building what's next for hospitality, a first-of-its-kind playable destination built for gamers. And this is your shot to own a piece of it. So let's rewind for a second. All the way back to 1972, that's when Atari, the OG of the video game industry, lit a fuse on what's now a $450 billion market. For all of that growth, gaming culture still lives between screens and weekend conventions. The world's 2.5 billion gamers still don't have a place to call home, a permanent address where they can gather year-round to compete, create, and celebrate. That's the gap we're closing.
We're breaking ground on our flagship location in 2026, right in the heart of Phoenix's booming arts and entertainment district. We've developed over $350 million of commercial properties in this exact neighborhood, and this is one of our most ambitious yet. Here, gamers from all over the world can step into a living, breathing video game.
1 minute, you're relaxing in a sleek gaming suite that brings your favorite titles to life. Next, you're celebrating the launch of a hotly anticipated AAA title alongside a DJ act in the event center. And you wrap it all up with a nightcap from our Blade Runner-inspired cyberpunk lounge. It's all possible right here. We've invested over $14 million in this property, and we own the land and the exclusive rights to the Atari name.
Now it's your turn to join us. Gamers are waiting. Insert your coin and be part of the next level of hospitality. Invest in Atari Hotels today.
Hi everyone, welcome back to America's Next Investment. We're here in Phoenix, Arizona at the flagship location for the Atari Hotel projects. I'm with one of the co-founders, Jason Merck. How are you?
Doing great.
So what key milestones have you already achieved?
And from a development standpoint, we've already achieved a lot of milestones. We have a strong brand, clear vision, and we own an incredible piece of property appraised at $14 million.
Wow, so what's next?
Next will be to raise an additional $30 or $40 million, of which we already have about $10 million committed from high net worth individuals.
And what are we looking at the timeline for this? How quickly are you going to get this project off the ground?
We're hoping to break ground at the end of this year, 2026 or early 27, and it's roughly a 2-year build. So we're hoping to open the doors late 28, early 29.
So for investors watching today, why do you think they should be interested in this project?
Simply put, we as developers don't make money until the investors are fully paid back. And no, we've already invested $14 million to acquire the land and push this project forward.
So this is happening with or without the investors?
Well, this project is definitely happening, but we're very excited to get the community and fans involved.
So what are the benefits of investing into this Atari Hotel project? What do the investors get?
As an investor, you own a part of everything. You'll own a piece of the land, the building, and the Phoenix licensing rights from Atari, projected at 5.8x return on investors' money.
So this will be the first Atari Hotel. Can you tell us more about this property you've acquired?
Yeah, we own an incredible piece of land. It's 46,000 square feet, so it's a little bit over an acre. Phoenix is level 1. We plan to go to Denver and Las Vegas. We already have a family that's putting up the land in Denver. We hope to have 5 or 6 locations throughout the country, and then we hope to go globally. So imagine an Atari Hotel in Tokyo. It doesn't get much better than that.
So how big do you think this Atari Hotel project can be?
Sky's the limit. As you know, we're tapping into a $500 billion market. There's no reason we couldn't be like a Disney, a Hard Rock, have several locations throughout the US and globally.
Well, I'm sure that gamers, fans, investors, people watching right now would love to get involved in this project. How can they get involved?
It's simple. Call the number on the screen. If you want to come visit us anytime for a tour, come on down to Phoenix, Arizona.
Amazing. You heard him. The number's right there on the screen. Give him a call to learn more.
What if hospitality met the future of play? Introducing the Atari Hotels official investment project. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Inspired by the global gaming icon Atari, Atari Hotels is developing an immersive hospitality destination designed to blend gaming culture, entertainment, and experiential travel. The planned flagship development in Phoenix, Arizona represents the first step in bringing this bold vision to life. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Atari Hotels aims to deliver interactive environments, entertainment venues, and a hospitality experience built around community and innovation. You can own the future of play. Imagine walking into the Atari Hotel lobby and being able to say, "Yeah, I'm an owner here." This is your chance to own a piece of the world's first Atari Hotel. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels.
Hey everyone, welcome back to America's Next Investment. I'm here with Sydney O'Kinsey, and he's going to tell us why did you guys pick Phoenix, Arizona for your flagship location for the Atari Hotel project?
In the same exact neighborhood that Atari Hotels is going to be, we own 14 different projects that are very diverse in realm. We have a very great grasp in terms of the market that we're in, but also we have a fantastic relationship with the city as well too. So outside of that, Phoenix itself 5th largest city within the entire nation. So that comes with a ton of tech investment, a massive scene when you're talking about sports, tourism as well too. So Atari Hotels being so ingrained within sports, gaming, entertainment, we just felt that this was a fantastic area to connect all these types of interests and groups that can meet everyone at one single location where it's a one-stop shop for whatever kind of interest that you're in.
You can have fun, there's a lot of excitement, you can also relax. So there's a little bit for everyone.
You already know it. Look at you, you know it right there. So there's a daily occurrence of activities to come through the property, whether it's academically, whether it's for a music venue, whether it's for a gaming event or so like that, sports events. You want to shop around, eat some food with your friends. There's so much that will consistently keep foot traffic on the property outside of just renting a room. I got my bed, got my pillow, got my breakfast, and I'm dipping out to venture around within the neighborhood.
So it sounds like this is a very social hotel project.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about this Roosevelt Row and what are these First Fridays that I keep hearing so much about?
Certainly. So Roosevelt Row is actually the neighborhood that we're in. You have local food vendors, you have local artists as well as curators as well too. You have a ton of booths, food trucks that are just set up throughout the neighborhood for people to walk around and experience. 15,000 to 20,000 plus people just within that single night there.
So the Atari Hotel project seems very immersive, very community driven. Is there anything else about this project that you'd like to share?
So the heart of the sports bar is going to be to watch sports, but another massive angle that we're really pushing to have is have a sport booking angle within the actual event center there. So we're talking about partnering with someone like Fanatics or so like that to get the license to get that going on there. So it opens up an entirely different angle of experience for the sport viewers or the sport watchers there to be able to engage again with one another based on whatever bets that they're placing at that time.
Thank you for sharing with us your vision with how community-based the Atari Hotel project is. How big do you think that this project can be?
So we genuinely feel this will have a massive tourism effect. The gaming industry is $500 billion, billions when we're talking about tourism. So we are connecting with ventures that could really be successful if done right.
Sydney, this all sounds amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your vision with us. So tell us, how can people find out more about the Atari Hotel project?
Yes, very simple. Just call the number on the screen. Actually, when you call, reach out to us. I'm looking right outside the window where the Atari Hotels project and property is going to be. So feel free to come by, reach out to us, let us know. We will gladly give you a tour of everything of the Atari Hotels and everything that's going to be encompassed with it as well.
That's right. Remember, you heard it here first on America's Next Investment. Call the number right now on your screen to learn more. All right, well, I'm excited to check out your property.
Yeah, so this is the site we're about to see. This is the rendering done by our amazing architecture team, Rock House Studio. We're standing in our office now, which is literally right next to it. So fortunately, it'll be like a 30-second walk. You'll see as we turn the corner, that's where the hotel will be built. One of our sort of like approaches to development is, to the extent there's historic properties in these beautiful existing buildings, to kind of embrace those and keep them in place and sort of reimagine them, and then look to build new on, vacant lots, surface parking lots, etc. And so as we kind of enter onto the site here, the intersection of Central and Roosevelt, kind of kitty corner to where we stand now, will be the main entrance point of the property. It's about a 46,000 square foot site. This old building here will be taken down as part of the development. It's no longer in use. Where we're walking right now will be the entrance to the digital tunnel experience that'll take you through the middle of the property, but also elevate you up into some of the other experiences. So right now where we're standing will actually be a sports viewing and sportsbook experience. So people will be able to come in, watch live sports, watch live esports, enjoy sort of the evolution of the sports betting market, not just, globally, but here in Arizona. I mean, it is truly the best piece of real estate in downtown Phoenix. So to be able to not only own it now, but to develop it into this project is really a dream come true.
You got the banner up?
Looking at it from one of the busiest intersections in the city, the train heads north on Central Avenue and then it wraps south on First Avenue. And they connect here at the Central and Roosevelt station across the street. So, this intersection is high pedestrian, high transit, high vehicular. So to have that much visibility on the site already, and for us to sort of add the Atari element to it it's going to be a big deal. Atari Hotels is building what's next for hospitality, a first of its kind playable destination built for gamers. and this is your shot to own a piece of it. So let's rewind for a second. All the way back to 1972, that's when Atari, the OG of the video game industry, lit a fuse on what's now a $450 billion market. For all of that growth, gaming culture still lives between screens and weekend conventions. The world's 2.5 billion gamers still don't have a place to call home, a permanent address where they can gather year-round to compete, create, and celebrate. That's the gap we're closing.
We're breaking ground on our flagship location in 2026, right in the heart of Phoenix's booming arts and entertainment district. We've developed over $350 million of commercial properties in this exact neighborhood, and this is one of our most ambitious yet. Here, gamers from all over the world can step into a living, breathing video game.
1 minute, you're relaxing in a sleek gaming suite that brings your favorite titles to life. Next, you're celebrating the launch of a hotly anticipated AAA title alongside a DJ act in the event center. And you wrap it all up with a nightcap from our Blade Runner-inspired cyberpunk lounge. It's all possible right here. We've invested over $14 million in this property, and we own the land and the exclusive rights to the Atari name.
Now it's your turn to join us. Gamers are waiting. Insert your coin and be part of the next level of hospitality. Invest in Atari Hotels today.
That's it for this episode of America's Next Investment. Next time you'll see these guys, it'll be with us breaking ground.
What if hospitality met the future of play? Introducing the Atari Hotels official investment project. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Inspired by the global gaming icon Atari, Atari Hotels is developing an immersive hospitality destination designed to blend gaming culture, entertainment, and experiential travel. The planned flagship development in Phoenix, Arizona represents the first step in bringing this bold vision to life. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. Atari Hotels aims to deliver interactive environments, entertainment venues, and a hospitality experience built around community and innovation. You can own the future of play. Imagine walking into the Atari Hotel lobby and being able to say, "Yeah, I'm an owner here." This is your chance to own a piece of the world's first Atari Hotel. Call now to learn about the investment opportunity with Atari Hotels. The preceding program was a paid commercial announcement sponsored by America's Next Investment.